Karen. Now for our cleanup hitter today, we've got Charley Williams. Charley joined this club when John F. Kennedy was president, and his family has a long history with this club, and he's going to tell you all about that. Please welcome Charley Williams.
Everybody hear me all right? My ears ain't so hot sometimes. First thing, I'm going to start with this way, but welcome to our new members. And I will say who I brought into the club. Harold Hughes and Luther Moore. As long as I've been in the club, I need to get some more members in, so I've got to work on that and bring another new member in sometime soon. The photographs remind me that I should have asked Sandy or gone and gotten it and brought it up and put it right down here. Those of you who've been in the office have seen that picture of the founding fathers of the club, and there prominently his grandfather, Charles Augustus Williams Sr. So I go back a long way in this club. Grandfather brought Dad, Charles Augustus Williams Jr. into the club, and I wrote it down here. Anyway, some years ago, what year was it? Anyway, sometimes, well, first place, Dad was president of the club towards the end of the war, 44, 45. But he was also secretary of the club, 29 and 1930. So I think Grandfather brought him in the club sometime in the 20s. And of course, Grandfather served, I think, about 21 years, died in 71. And Dad, I don't know exactly how many years, but I don't know if he did 50, but 2 or 3 weeks ago, Luther called me. "You gonna be the club boy?" I said, "Yeah." I didn't know what he knew. He called me up, presented me with my 50-year badge, which you notice I don't have on me. Lord only knows where it is at home, but I made a mistake of taking it home, sir. It ain't lost, but I'll find it one of these days. I'm proud of that thing. I think all three of us, Dad, Grandpa, myself, dry goods wholesale was one of our values. Dad brought me to the club in 1962. I've got that 50-year badge somewhere. I served on this board here several years ago, I forgot exactly when, which I enjoyed doing. I've enjoyed very much being a member of this club, with my history of it and so forth. Let's see. I've been memorizing this thing in my mind for several days. But like I said, Grandfather and then Dad, of course, brought me in. And I served on the cleanup committee. So if any of you can't find your badges the next week, don't blame me probably. But I've been doing that a good while on the Sergeant at Arms Committee. But I've enjoyed very much being a member of this club. Ralston, I think your dad was a founding member, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Anybody else here had a founding member of the club? I guess that's you and me, Ralston. Anyway, I've enjoyed very much serving and on the Sergeant at Arms Committee for a good many years. Putting the badges away, putting the banners away, and so forth. Well, there's a lot more that I wanted to say. I can't remember some of it now. Huh? Yeah. Grandfather founded Williams and Wood about 1897, maybe something like that. Fellow wood didn't last long. So he brought in, I think it was Tom Shelton. I think Tom was later with Eathards, and I'm not sure whether he was with Bill's also later, but anyway. Shelton lasted a year or two. And grandfather just left it there, Williams and Shelton Company. He just didn't, why bother to change it, add to it, so he didn't. We had a piece goods department, those are cloths. Ladies ready-to-wear department, men's wear ready department. Notions department, 5 and 10 dime store, stuff like that. In 1937, I believe it was, when I was a kid, we brought Lionel trains. We started carrying Lionel trains as a wholesaler. We really got in the toy end of the wholesale business after the war. And I brought us into the hobby model kits department, kind of the toy department. We had salesmen, well, Jesse Chapel lived in Raleigh, and Bill Dunn lived in Spartanburg. And we had several other salesmen live around the two states. So we basically served the merchants in the two Carolinas. Been on the board, as I mentioned, on the Sergeant at Arms Committee. Dad and Grandfather both were founding. Well, grandfather's a founding member. I should have had Sandy or myself bring up that long photograph. And you can see Grandfather standing there. I guess Sandy, that was taken about 1917, something like that. And I should have put it up front. A lot of you have been in the office, you've seen the picture. But I've enjoyed very much being active member of this club. Hope to be here a good while longer, who knows, Lord willing. I think I've about covered most of it. Yeah. Thank you. My friend Jim Hunt appointed me to the North Carolina ABC Commission. And I said I was a food percent man. Field auditor, official title. But when the legislature passed liquor by the drink some 20 or more years ago, they put a percentage. Any restaurant or club, private clubs can have it, but they've got to be private, have memberships, not open to the public. Restaurants have to do, originally it was 51% or 51% food sales versus beer, wine, and liquor. And at first they would do quarterly reports. Sometimes we had to put them on monthly if they had a food percentage problem. We'd eventually, especially hotels, we'd put on annual reporting. Because hotels, the legislature did hotels a break. Lodging also counts, food and lodging. So they got it made, basically. So I've had to audit a few people. Like I said, I was a field auditor. And I covered from here to Asheville, calling restaurants, hotels up in Asheville. I enjoy doing it. It's interesting to see it, but I know one thing. Don't go in the restaurant business. You're not going to make a lot of money. That's for sure. What was the other thing you reminded me? But I enjoyed that. And of course, like I said, I was in the family business. And now retired from the ABC Commission 2 or 3 years ago. I think Sandy put me on non-mandatory about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I didn't make it last week. Remembered Country Club. Then my driver, we got to the Country Club too late to go in, so I just didn't come in. The driving license. That's another story, which I'm very unhappy about. No wreck, nothing like that. But my doctor, I don't know. I hope to get it back one of these days. But anyway, leave the cars parked. And I may ought to sell them and save the insurance money. But anyhow, thanks for having me. Thanks for putting me on the board some years ago. And I've enjoyed the 50 years. Hard to believe. I guess grandfather been in the club for 20 years. Died in 1917, yeah. Dad, I'm not sure how many years he was in the club. Good many, I know that. Anyway, thanks everybody, and I'll sit down.